10. 2027 Audi A5. Initiating the countdown is a vehicle that completely restructures Audi's alphanumeric naming convention. The 2027 Audi A5 sedan, which mathematically replaces the outgoing internal combustion. A4 commands a highly competitive estimated starting price of $45,000. Built upon the highly advanced premium platform combustion PPC architecture, this vehicle completely abandons the traditional three-box sedan profile in favor of a sweeping, aerodynamically superior sportback design with an integrated rear hatch. The baseline mechanical configuration utilizes a heavily revised 2.0-liter TFSI turbocharged four-cylinder engine, producing a verified 268 horsepower. This rotational force is managed by a rapid-shifting 7-speed S-tronic dual-clutch transmission and deployed through the legendary Quattro all-wheel drive system with Ultra technology, which actively decouples the rear axle during highway cruising to maximize fuel efficiency. Inside, the dashboard is heavily digitized, featuring an 11.9-inch Audi virtual cockpit and a 14.5-inch MMI curved panoramic display. By prioritizing aerodynamic sleekness and robust combustion refinement, the A5 establishes a flawless entry point into the German executive class. 9. 2027 BMW Neue Klasse i3. Occupying the 9th position is a technological absolute that completely rewrites the DNA of the Bavarian automaker, the 2027 BMW i3 sedan. Operating on the highly classified electroconally Neue Klasse architecture, enters the global market with an estimated starting MSRP of $50,000. This is not a retrofitted combustion chassis. It is a bespoke 800-volt electric foundation designed to maximize range and dynamic capability. BMW completely abandons its traditional prismatic battery cells, migrating to advanced cylindrical cells that deliver a 20% increase in volumetric energy density. The dual-motor, all-wheel drive variant generates over 400 horsepower, managed instantly by the Heart of Joy Superbraina centralized computing system that synchronizes power delivery, anti-lock braking, and stability control with zero latency. Furthermore, the interior completely eliminates the traditional instrument cluster, utilizing the groundbreaking panoramic vision display to project critical driving telemetry across the entire lower width of the windshield. It is a highly calculated, mechanical strike against the current entry-level electric sedan market. 8. 2027 Mercedes-Benz CLE 53 AMG. Securing the 8th spot is a machine that violently streamlines the Mercedes-Benz two-door portfolio. By mathematically merging the dimensions of the outgoing C-Class and E-Class coupes, the 2027 CLE 53 AMG commands an estimated baseline price of $73,000. Underneath its aggressively flared fenders lies a masterclass in thermal management and forced induction, a 3.0-liter turbocharged inline-six engine. However, this power plant is heavily augmented by a 48-volt integrated starter generator ISG and an electric exhaust gas compressor. This hybrid architecture entirely eliminates turbo lag, delivering a verified 443 horsepower and 413 pound-feet of torque, with a temporary overboost function providing an additional 42 pound-feet for 12 seconds. Power is routed through an AMG SpeedShift TCT 9-speed automatic transmission to a fully variable 4MATIC plus all-wheel drive system. Standard rear axle steering turns the rear wheels up to 2.5 degrees, allowing this 4,400-pound Grand Tourer to execute directional changes with the surgical precision of a compact sports car. 7. 2027 Audi A6 Sportback e-tron. Taking the 7th position is a masterclass in aerodynamic efficiency and electric propulsion. The 2027 Audi A6 Sportback e-tron requires a starting MSRP of roughly $66,700. Built strictly upon the premium platform electric PPE architecture, this executive fastback completely abandons internal combustion. The vehicle utilizes a massive 100 kWh lithium-ion battery pack. The dual-motor Quattro setup generates a verified 422 horsepower, but utilizing the factory launch control system temporarily unlocks 456 horsepower, propelling the sleek vehicle from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 4.3 seconds. Beyond raw straight-line acceleration, the A6 Sportback e-tron achieves a staggering 0.21 aerodynamic drag coefficient, making it the most aerodynamically efficient vehicle in the entire Volkswagen Group portfolio. When connected to a public DC fast charger, the 800-volt electrical architecture accepts a massive 270 kilowatts, mathematically capable of replenishing the battery from 10 to 80% in precisely 21 minutes. 6. 2027 Cadillac CT5e. The 6th position completely rejects the electric revolution, serving as the ultimate expression of unapologetic internal combustion excess. The 2027 Cadillac CT5e Blackwing commands an estimated base MSRP of $96,000. rising well over $117,000 when fully equipped with carbon fiber aerodynamic downforce packages. Under the hood lies a hand-built 6.2-liter supercharged LT4 V8 engine, generating a catastrophic 668 horsepower and 659 pound-feet of torque. Unlike its German rivals, Cadillac refuses to abandon analog driver engagement, continuing to offer a Tremec 6-speed manual transmission, making it a mechanical unicorn in the modern executive sedan sector. Power is routed strictly to the rear wheels through an electronic limited-slip differential. To keep this 4,123-pound chassis planted, engineers utilize magnetic ride control 4.0, which reads the road surface up to 1,000 times per second to constantly adjust damping fluid viscosity. Stopping power is dictated by massive available carbon ceramic brake rotors that reduce critical unsprung weight by 53 pounds. It mathematically operates as a track-dedicated supercar disguised as a four-door passenger vehicle. 5. 2027 Mercedes-Benz S. Securing the halfway point is the historical benchmark against which all luxury vehicles are measured. The 2027 Mercedes-Benz S-Class arrives with an elite starting price of $117,000 for the baseline S500, scaling rapidly for V8 and plug-in hybrid variants. The flagship S580 utilizes a highly refined twin-turbocharged 4.0-liter V8 engine, generating 496 horsepower and 516 pound-feet of torque, paired seamlessly with a 48-volt EQ boost, mild hybrid system for imperceptible engine start-stop functionality. However, the S-Class claims this rank strictly due to its unparalleled cabin architecture and ride quality. The standard airmatic air suspension continuously adjusts pneumatic damping at each individual wheel to eradicate road imperfections. Optional 10-degree rear axle steering mathematically reduces the turning radius of this massive 208-inch sedan to that of a compact hatchback. Inside, the vehicle serves as a rolling fortress of acoustic isolation, featuring active road noise cancellation, a 30-speaker Burmeister 4D surround sound system, and available Level 3 Drive Pilot autonomous capabilities in legally approved jurisdictions. 4. 2027 BMW M5. Occupying the fourth position is a vehicle that forces the very laws of physics to submit through overwhelming technological superiority. The 2027 BMW M5 commands $120,675 base price and represents the most radical mechanical evolution in the history of the M division. To satisfy draconian emissions regulations while increasing output, engineers equipped the G90 generation with a highly advanced plug-in hybrid electric vehicle architecture. A heavily revised 4.4-liter twin-turbocharged V8 engine works in perfect synchronization with a 14.8 kilowatt-hour battery pack and a high-performance electric motor mounted directly inside the 8-speed M-Steptronic transmission housing. The combined total system output is a catastrophic 717 horsepower and 738 pound-feet of torque. When deploying launch control, the rear-biased MX drive system violently hooks up, rocketing the massive super sedan from 0 to 60 miles per hour in a verified 3.1 seconds. To manage its highly controversial 5,390-pound curb weight, the chassis relies on heavy-duty active roll stabilization, powered by independent 48-volt swivel motors and mandatory rear axle steering, allowing it to corner with terrifying lateral grip. 3. 2027 Audi RS e-tron GT Performance. Taking the bronze medal is an uncompromising high-voltage ballistic missile. The 2027 Audi RS e-tron GT Performance requires a massive $167,000 financial commitment and exists specifically to hunt down dedicated hypercars. Audi engineers entirely overhauled the dual-motor powertrain and the 105 kilowatt battery pack, resulting in the most powerful production vehicle the brand has ever constructed. Through heavily modified power electronics and a highly efficient silicon carbide rear inverter, this electric Grand Tourer unleashes an earth-shattering 912 horsepower when utilizing the specialized push-to-pass overboost function. This catastrophic force completely obliterates the 0-60 sprint in a verified 2.4 seconds, permanently rearranging the internal organs of its occupants. The chassis dynamics are strictly controlled by a newly developed active suspension system that individually controls the volume of hydraulic fluid at each damper, keeping the heavy body perfectly flat during high-G cornering and actively leaning into curves to reduce lateral forces on passengers. It is the absolute pinnacle of electric German aggression. 2. 2027 Mercedes-AMG GT 63 SE Performance. The runner-up position is the undisputed king of internal combustion hybridization. The 2027 Mercedes-AMG GT 63 SE Performance Coupe demands an estimated base price of $200,000. Under its immensely long hood sits a hand-built 4.0-liter twin-turbocharged V8 engine. However, the true terror of this machine resides at the rear axle, where engineers integrated a permanently excited synchronous electric motor, a 2-speed electrically shifted transmission, and a highly advanced 6.1 kilowatt ultra-lightweight battery pack directly derived from Formula One technology. This incredibly complex mechanical layout optimizes front-tour weight distribution while delivering a catastrophic total system output of 805 horsepower and a mind-bending 1,047 pound-feet of torque. The fully variable AMG Performance 4MATIC all-wheel drive system forces this rotational force into the tarmac, executing a 0-260 launch in a blistering 2.7 seconds. Standard carbon ceramic brakes, active underbody aerodynamics, and a hydraulic semi-active roll stabilization system ensure this heavy Grand Tourer mathematically decimates highly dedicated track cars. 1. 2027 Cadillac Celestiq. Securing the absolute #1 position is a vehicle that completely redefines American automotive supremacy, functioning less like a traditional car and more like a commissioned piece of rolling artwork. The 2027 Cadillac Celestiq requires an astonishing $340,000 base price before a single bespoke customization is added. General Motors completely abandoned mass production for this flagship, individually hand-building each unit in Warren, Michigan. The chassis utilizes over 115 heavily 3D printed titanium and aluminum components, propelled by a 111 kilowatt Ultium battery pack and dual electric motors. The all-wheel drive Celestiq generates an estimated 600 horsepower and 640 pound-feet of torque, achieving 0-260 in 3.8 seconds with an EPA estimated range of 300 miles. However, the Celestiq claims the #1 rank strictly due to its unprecedented Rolls-Royce-level interior execution. The cabin is completely dominated by a staggering 55-inch high-definition digital dashboard spanning pillar to pillar. The vehicle completely eliminates traditional sunshades, utilizing a 4-quadrant smart glass roof featuring suspended particle device technology, allowing each individual passenger to independently adjust the opacity of the glass directly above their head from completely transparent to entirely opaque. With standard adaptive air suspension, active roll control, a 38-speaker AKG studio reference audio system featuring 3D spatial rendering, and absolute customization tailored to the exact demands of the buyer, the Cadillac Celestiq mathematically proves that the ultimate standard of global ultra-luxury has officially returned to the United States.